Got dreams of being a professional podcaster, but have no idea what you're doing?
This is impossible.
That's about to change.
A new kind of school.
Welcome to the Pod School Podcast.
Hello and welcome to the show. Oh, today's podcast hurts me in my little heart because I really thought that this tip was something that didn't need to be expressed. But unfortunately, I have heard this problem a couple of times on podcasts over the last sort of month. So much so that I thought, look, this even happening once to me is enough to feel like I just want to throw my little 2 cents in and give my recommendation and then step the heck out. Because as you know, this show, my online podcasting course, Pod School, they are all designed to rid the world of crappy podcasts. I'm all about best practice podcasting, about giving you the best chance of success by making your show as high quality and professional as possible. And I tell you what doesn't sound professional, eating on your podcast. Oh, for the love of God. I have heard this both at the amateur level and unfortunately at the very professional level. And I just wanted to add my thoughts into the ether. If you are looking for a way to really make sure that you never make your audience think, I don't think they give a crap if I'm here or not, then not eating is a great way to do that. I'm not sure if the thinking behind it is, oh, if I just chomp on something, I'll sound so relaxed. It'll be like my friends are hanging out with me that are listening to the show. I mean, that's fine if you're at the pub, but it doesn't sound relaxed. It sounds disrespectful if you're doing it on a podcast, and it just makes an audience feel like, I don't think that they really have thought about me at all. So if you want your audience to feel like you are doing the show for them, slurping and chomping into their ears ain't the way to go about it. From time to time, I'll actually get people who will send me ideas for their podcasts, and something that comes up every now and then is this idea of sitting down around with people, drinking and eating and talking about stuff. And my general advice on that is nobody likes to hear people eat and drink. It's okay to watch sometimes, but when you just remove any of the visuals and you just have the sound of the slurping and the chomping, as a listener, it's not a terribly enjoyable experience. It doesn't add anything to the show for me. It might add something to the show for you because you're having a couple of vinos and a cheeky coq au vin or something. But for a listener, it really doesn't add to their experience. So as a blanket rule, I mean, ultimately, look, you've been listening to this show for a while. You will know that my advice is just to be taken and then used in the way that you see fit, because it is your podcast and whatever you decide is your decision ultimately. But I would just be avoiding eating. If you're hungry, I mean, you don't need to starve to death. You know, I'm saying if you're hungry, have a muesli bar before you get started. Or if you are absolutely screaming for something to eat, press stop, have a little nibble and press record again. Your audience will thank you for it. And ultimately, you want to make sure that your show sounds as professional as possible, and slurping into people's ear holes isn't the way to do it. All right, that's it. I'm off my soapbox, but I just had to say it because I've heard it and it's a bit of a problem and I would like to stamp it out. And really, if you want to be a success in this game, you have to think about all of these little elements that make your show sound as good as it possibly can and as professional as it can. And the other thing you can do to help that is to come and check out my online podcasting course, Pod School. I am opening it up very, very shortly, end of September, not far away. And if you head to podschool.com.au, you can check out all the details of what's included in the course, sign up for the waitlist there, and I will send you an email as soon as it's open. All right, remember, press stop if you want to have something to eat, or eat before you record your podcast. I'll see you next week, and until then, happy podcasting without any food.
That's all for today.